Well, hello, beautiful people. Beautiful rising, good afternoon, and or lovely evening to you wherever you are, depending on the location of your rotation. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is our weekly goddess energy check-in, and this is featuring the book Your Goddess Year by Sky Alexander, a week by week guide to invoking the divine feminine. So yeah, welcome or welcome back to another one of these fantastic readings. I have been loving doing these weekly goddess readings so much because just tuning into the different energies and, I do the daily affirmations as well. And just to see the way the energies kind of come together, like, it's so perfect. And so, thank you if you have been, following along with these goddess readings. I truly appreciate you. So, right. So, we're all the way up to September already. Like, it's already there. There we are, September. Like, we started at the beginning of the year in January, and here we are to September, just walking right along. So yeah, these readings are intended to be timeless. Like, whenever you are guided to this particular goddess or energy, it could be anytime. There's no timeline on it. So even though this is September, this is just for like the energies when these particular goddesses are celebrated, but it, I mean, you can, their energy could come to you at any time. So, right, let's read September. Okay. A harvest is also a legacy, for very often what you reap is more than you consciously know you have sown. Faith Baldwin, American author. All right. September. September begins the harvest season, during which we gather Mother Earth's bounty and prepare for leaner times ahead. The goddesses Hestia, Aja, yeah, I'll say it Aja, Aja, Demeter, and Nemesis represent both the Earth's generosity and the need to manage resources wisely. As you meet them and read their stories in this section, you'll see how the sacred and the mundane are interwoven. You'll also gain insight into how relationships with our fellow humans, with the natural world, and with ourselves affect our well being. Awesome. Okay, so let's meet Hestia. All right, Hestia, dates for inviting her September 4th through the 10th. This week we honor Hestia, the Greek goddess of hearth. Her characteristics align with those of the zodiac sign Virgo, where the sun is positioned now. Yeah, happy birthday to all you Virgos out there as well. It's Virgo season, so anyway. Modest, practical, self-sufficient, and reserved, Hestia concerns herself with the mundane tasks of everyday life and makes them sacred rituals. Symbols and correspondences. Hestia's most obvious symbol is fire, oh, which we associate with spirit and the divine spark of creativity. Fire also purifies, therefore, it's an apt symbol of Hestia's purity. Very interesting. Okay, her story. Unlike her more famous siblings Zeus, Hera, October 16th to the 22nd, Demeter, September 18th through the 24th, Poseidon, and Hades, Hestia had no interest in power or prestige. Instead, this gentle goddess chose a quiet existence, living in Zeus's home without a husband or children of her own. According to legend, the gods Apollo and Poseidon loved Hestia, but she worried that if she chose either of them, the other would be disappointed and her peace would be destroyed. Okay. Not wanting to stir up trouble on Mount Olympus, Hestia vowed to remain a virgin forever. Nevertheless, she presides over home, family, and domestic life. The goddess's most notable responsibility was tending the hearth, which in ancient Greece served as the domestic and spiritual center of the home. Here, families prepared food and people made offerings to the deities, and it was important to keep the fire burning at all times. Therefore, the hearth represents Hestia's dual role as nurturer and priestess, the goddess who understands that both the mundane and the divine are essential parts of human existence. Ah, okay. Hestia also charged Hestia was also charged with maintaining order within communities, and each municipality had a public hearth where people worshipped her. Oh, interesting. There, her devotees could make offerings to the goddess in return for her protection. When people moved away from a city to establish a new settlement, they took along fire from her communal hearth to light a sacred hearth in their new home. In doing so, they brought the goddess with them too. Where to seek her? You can find Hestia in places where food is prepared and also where you find comfort and camaraderie. She abides in your cook stove, your home's fireplace, and the fire pit where you sit around to share stories with family and friends. Gaze into the flames and see her image smiling back at you. Reasons to invite her. As she did in days of old, Hestia can protect your home and family. If you're experiencing tension or upsets in your domestic life, ask this peace loving deity to help restore order and harmony. Sometimes the serenity you seek comes from finding a holy center and realizing that your everyday existence isn't separate from your spiritual one. Nice. Each action can be sacred if you see it that way. Let this goddess show you how to be fully present in your daily tasks and to exercise mindfulness in all you do. Hestia can also show you how to detach from emotional dramas and look at situations from a more practical perspective. Okay, nice. This is a way to bring in the month, Hestia. We kind of like it. Yes, practical. I love it. Okay, how to invite her. The early Greeks gave offerings to Hestia at the beginning and end of each meal, and always presented her with the choicest portion. This week, you can do the same to attract her favor and bring peace and abundance to your home. 1. If you have a fireplace, wood stove, or barbecue grill, light a special fire to honor Hestia and eat in front of it. Even better, cook your meal over the fire instead of the stove. Legend says you should light the fire by shining sunlight through a glass to kindle a spark, but that's probably not practical today. If you don't have a place to build a fire, light a candle and set it at the center of your table. Or go to a public park, campground, or other place where you can make a fire safely. My goodness. Okay. 2. Make an offering to the goddess. Traditional offerings included fruit, wine, olive oil, and year-old calves, and ask her to join you. Express gratitude for the food you're eating and all those who made it possible: people, animals, plants, the earth. 3. Toast Hestia with red wine or pomegranate juice. 4. Give thanks for the many blessings in your life, small as well as large. 5. After you've finished eating, pour a small amount of wine, excuse me, or juice into the fire, but don't extinguish it. Let it burn out naturally. If it's safe to do so, say in a wood stove, keep the fire going throughout the week. Oh, nice. Well, awesome. So, we have just learned about Hestia and her reasons to invite her, her story, and yeah, that's awesome. and how to invite her. Yeah, there we go. So as you see, next week we have Aja. I'm gonna say it Aja instead of like like the yeah, I know sometimes you can say sound the Y name, but I don't want to be like Aya. So but yeah. So Hestia is the first goddess of September. I hope you all found something that resonates with you. And if you enjoyed this video, then please remember to hit that thumbs up because it definitely helps out the channel and helps the message to reach out to those who need to hear it. So I want to say thank you all so very much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one.